Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to talk about how are you going to make money as an artist. I hope you have a plan already, especially you are working as an artist for a while, you are selling already. You should know by now like how much money you need to sustain your life. But if you are a young artist just starting out and you have no idea how you're going to make money as an artist and sustain yourself, pay for the bills and pay for the mortgage, student loan, and provide a very comfortable lifestyle for yourself and your family, then you definitely need to take the time to listen to this video and write down the things that you have in mind so you make yourself a business plan. Now, I want to talk about this mainly because I've been talking to emerging artists lately and they all come to the same question, is that right now with this economic situation, it's not feasible to have a day job, or they have just been fired, or they have like panic attacks because of the situation. They want to know as many ways as possible to make a living as an artist. And that's why I want to show you all of those ways. By all means, I'm not saying that you should try all of them. In fact, I think you should choose one, not more than one, because you will have more chance to fail this business if you're distracted. But if you have excessive energy, you just want to try different things, then you can, definitely. That's why I want to show you everything. So the choice is yours. Number one, selling original works of art. This is the bread and butter of many artists, and I think if you're from art school, you know the business already. I do not need to repeat, but if you're not from art school and you have no idea, I just tell you original works of art does not mean so original, like the world has never seen. No, original means usually it's less than 12 copies according to the French 12 copy law. So each work, imagine I'm a photographer. I just took an amazing photo. I want to sell it as art. So I cannot sell more than 12 copies. So 10 copies circulating in the market, 2 copies and for show. So I do not put it into the circulation of the market. That is the maximum. I have to sign it, number it, have certificate of authenticity to provide value. And I cannot just print 1,000 and call it original. Usually it doesn't work like that. And you will be like so much of a fraud. People laugh at you, professional people, I mean. So I would not recommend you testing more than 12 copies. Of course, there are some exceptions, especially if you're in a different country, in a free market, you can do whatever you want and you want to test water, the choice is yours. I would say 10 copy is really already like plenty. And if you sell with galleries before, you know they take 50% and there is a problem. If you sell original works of art, you cannot grow so quickly because your production capacity is at your maximum. Supposedly speaking, you're already working very hard days and nights as an artist and you produce 10 works per month. And that is your top. You cannot just magically change a variable and say, hey, from now on, my galleries don't take 50%, they take 0%. Or from now on, I make 100 paintings every month. It doesn't work like that. The income you have is quite stable, but to grow, to scale, to make 6 figures suddenly, is not possible. So you have to grow it slowly, like growing a tree, growing a plant. So take your time, work on it, and slowly you'll be able to grow your value, grow your numbers of production because you're more productive, and grow your networks of collectors so you can sell directly to the collectors and or jumping the galleries and not paying the commissions. Number two, selling art prints and merchandising. I know many artists who told me, I will never have my art printed on your pillow. What's wrong with my pillow? My pillow is great. It's fluffy, it's soft, and I sleep with it. And, to be my pillow, it's an honor to be my pillow. So I don't think it's an issue today, especially today with Printify, with Printful, with Saatchi 6, Redbubble. People have changed, and their idea of things printed with art are not the same anymore. And I think you definitely should try. But there is a problem. If you don't have a lot of traffic, online influence, you cannot quickly sell a lot of art prints, and you cannot have enough money to sustain yourself just by selling art prints. If you don't have 50,000, 100,000 on Instagram, how are you gonna have that conversion to make enough money from selling prints? Because you're only getting 10%. If you sell with Saatchi 6, 10% is not a lot of art print, $15, and you're getting 10% of $15. How many you're gonna sell to pay for the bills? So it's another question. That's why you need to continue listening to the other streams of income. Number 3, 3, arts and crafts. I'm not saying that craftsmen are not artists. I'm saying on the opposite. I think crafts is art. That's why I'm talking about making your living as an artist. And I'm not saying that crafts shouldn't be, let's say, in the league of original works of art. But because of the nature of crafts and also because of the nature of the platforms like Etsy, there are a lot of problems if you want to sell crafts. Usually you cannot market yourself as an artist, as a contemporary visual artist. You cannot work with galleries. Usually they are reluctant to work with you if you have once sold as Etsy artist. But of course there are exceptions. I'm just speaking generally. You can try, but if you think that you want to end up in a museum with galleries and you don't want to sell on Etsy for the next 10 years, don't even start on Etsy. There's no time to be wasted to just beating around the bush. You can just focus on selling original works of art, going with galleries if this is what you want. You shouldn't just start an Etsy business thinking that it will grow you into the next museum shows, and it will not. So Etsy is quite constraining. If you don't want to be labeled as an Etsy artist, I would highly recommend you to label yourself as a freelancing artist, craftsman, and sell it on your own website so you at least don't have this label as an Etsy artist. Number 4, selling digital art and downloads. Many traditional artists like painters, they don't think they can sell digital art, but they don't know because once you digitize your art, it's digital art and you can sell it on a lot of platforms like Sedition. It's a special digital art platform. You can also sell it as a downloadable on Gumroad, and there are a lot of people willing to download different kind of printouts for their teaching, maybe for entertaining their kids or for their office. And because right now the confinement, people cannot go out and buy this, so they can print it from their homes, and it's a really good way. And to sell digital downloads is a legit business. A lot of people making a lot of money from it. And if you don't know how to start, you can look at the Creative Market. It's a marketplace like Etsy, but for downloadable things like customized brushes, templates, design works, and anything that you can do digitally, you can find on Creative Market. And maybe this is a place that will inspire you. Number 5, selling art courses. I really enjoy teaching. I think teaching, influencing people's lives, solving problems for others is a really good way to grow yourself and grow with others. And it's a really overall positive thing as an artist. If you want to sell courses, go ahead. There are a lot of platforms that you can sell like Udemy, SkillShare, and you can also have your own teachable courses, Kajabi courses if you want to run a successful 6-figure business. There are a lot of ways you can make money teaching art online, but there is one issue that normally people who buy art from you don't want to learn art from you because they are two different people, right? So people who want to learn art is not the same people who want to buy original works of art. So you have to grow your audience again. Like you have to grow a different Instagram or maybe a different Twitter, Pinterest, and you have to do everything over again. If you have already a successful business selling art, maybe selling art courses is not for you. But if you don't have anything and you're just straight out of art school, you have the skills and know-how, definitely start your own art course today. Number 6, selling memberships. Maybe selling memberships sounds very foreign to you, but if you know Patreon and you say, hey, I want to start a Patreon channel, that is selling memberships. And I made a video on that, and I have made a video on different platforms where you can sell memberships. And basically, it's a really nice recurring revenue. That means every month you receive the same money. Maybe some supporters abandon you, new supporters come, and basically you just have this nice recurring revenue to sustain your life, and you know more or less how much you are getting every month. Number 7, this is 7, receive donations. Similar to Patreon, if you use Kickstarter, Indiegogo, GoFundMe, those kind of things, and the money you receive are considered donations. So you're not really obligated to produce the art project that you promised to, but I highly recommend you to do so. So do what you say what you do, and you will receive much more support and love and fans this way. But basically, they are considered donations in nature. So this is a good way if you don't have the right to work in a foreign country. Maybe you are a foreign student, you're a traveler, and maybe you're retired and you don't want to go back to work, legally speaking. So you can receive donations and do the projects as you say, and that's considered donation, legally speaking. So check it out. Number 8, selling services. Selling services is usually where most artists start. So someone says, can you paint this poodle for me? Can you paint my cat? Can you paint my daughter? And you just paint the bespoke piece. And those are commission works and those are services. Selling services means you're trading your time for money. That is not so different from waiting tables, from other kind of works. It's not very scalable because every hour you spend working is gone and you have only 24 hours a day minus the time you need for yourself. You have 8 to 10 hours working time. And if you treat this for money, you cannot grow a 6-figure business. So that's really constrained unless you have a team, and then you have to manage a team, and then it's a whole new different skills to learn. So I would not really recommend you selling your time for money, but this is a good place to start because they're paying for the paint. They're paying upfront a small fee so you can go and buy the paint, and it's a really quick way to kickstart your business. And as soon as you have enough let's say influence, you have enough skills and money, you quit doing hourly work for other people so you can start making your own legit art business and painting the art you want to paint instead of someone else's poodles. All right, now you have heard the 8 different income streams, different ways to make money, business models, however you want to call it. What do you think? What kind of incomes you have? What kind of business models you have for yourself? Let me know in the comment below. Thank you very much and see you in the next video.